Hey guys, it's Kangaroocus here. I went to the Tinley Park regional yesterday just for fun. I knew I wasn't going to do well because I decided to play a deck that it's weird. It's like a bastardization of my. Is that the word bastardization? I think that's too many syllables. Of Hieratic Monarchs. I only have one M7, so I tried to mix it up and put random stuff in there. Went 6-3. Wasn't really pleased with the performance. I can go over matches, especially round four after I do the deck profile. I'm a little sick right now, so sorry if my voice sounds weird. Because this is how I do deck things. First of the deck was 3 Battle Faders, just because I kind of need something to stop OTKs or just not die or have tribute fodder. 3 Effect Villers because I have a playset of Ultra. 3 Tefnuit because this is like this building block of the deck for Hieratic Monarchs because it's really only this. 3 Mexi because I realized that I really didn't have any good cards to put in this deck, and I knew that I was going to play enough Rogue. Like, I played like a Mermail, 2 Mermail, and 2 Harpy, and what else did I play? I'll go over that in a second. But like the Maxi isn't even bad. Like most of the time, it's just a 1-for-1 that speeds through your deck. It's like a defensive version of Upstart Goblin. If that makes sense. 3 Fencing Fire Ferret because I didn't have a build really. And then we get the 2 ofs, 2 Thestalos. I cut it down to 2 just because I only have 2 ultimates. 2 Tyhone. Actually, in the next Hieratic Monarch version, there's actually some cool stuff you can do with Dragard. Not to make Trident Dragon, but like one thing you can do is special summon Tefnuit. If you have a miniature Chaos Dragon hand, you can special summon Tefnuit for the 6, then special summon your miniature Chaos Dragon, like Black Serpent or River Buster, then summon Dragard. Dragard bring back Labradoodle Dragon. You overlay Tefnuit and Labradoodle into Adam, bring out some dragon from your deck, I guess another whatever, Tefnuit, I guess. So now you haven't. Oh yeah, and then you overlay your miniature Chaos Dragon, your Dragard, actually into Queen Dragon Jin. So and then you overlay Gaia Charger over your Adam. So you have a Gaia Charger, Queen Dragon Jin, and a Tefnuit from the deck. Then use Queen Dragon Jin's effect to bring back really any rank 6. You can make any rank 6 from that. So I don't know. I thought that was cool. That's something I want to do now that I actually have a Labradite Dragon and Dragards. 2 of these, the miniature Chaos Dragons for black. I don't know. In theory, it was really good, but these were really never dead draw. But these are the worst things to dead draw because I realized I didn't have any darks besides Caius, and I actually had to set Battle Fader to get this off like twice against the Evil Sworn player, which was terrible. 2 Caius, I kind of wanted to. Caius was okay. Honestly, every time I played, Ryza was the MVP for me. Thestalos was okay, just a lot of people didn't have cards in hand. Then I played a Redox and a Blaster, Dragon stuff. So I made a Drago Sack, that was cool. Ryza, probably the best Monarch of the day for me. Gores, whatever. Mobius got Fiendish Chained, I think, literally every time, which was really frustrating. So I'm debating whether I want to actually put this in and maybe cut that for Ryza. BLS, sided this out every game. I never drew it. That's for the monsters. For the spells, 3 Convocation to grab that Tefnuit. Yeah, I didn't play a Sue. I don't know why I took that out. Helped against Evil Swarm. So there's that. 3 Wingbeat. This was actually kind of terrible because I just wouldn't draw. I mean, by the time I would draw it, it was like game 1 against Mermails. I remember I had 3 set Wingbeats when he Black Rose the field. He was like, "Ha, I'm gonna get a plus," and I was like, "You destroyed 3 Wingbeats." 2 MST, and then a lot of Redemption because when you banish Tefnuit with either Collapse Serpent or one of your E-Dragons, you can get a Tefnuit back. I'd actually like to play a second Light of Redemption. That's for the. Let's go on to the side. Gale, I don't know why. It killed an Ophion once. This killed an Ophion. These, like, really, I put this to get deck together like 15 minutes before the tournament. Fairy Wind, it's a good side deck card. This was against Black Wings and Harpies. I sided in against both Harpy players, and every time it actually. Summoner Monk has 800 attack, which I was like, well, they have 1 Summoner Monk and about 14 Harpies, especially Chandler, and this would be. I didn't really have anything to stop Chandler, so I was like, this is better than a couple other pieces of crap in my deck. True Decree. And then I had a 15th card of Curse Seal. I did it against a Pandemic once, if that means anything. Onto the extra. I wish this was a formula. I wish it was our Slacker Magician, because formula didn't get me anywhere. Armades. If this was a Catastor, I could have won round 1. Black Rose. I actually played Black Rose, Arcanite, and Ancient Fairy as my 3 level 7s. Tefnuit, or I guess any Monarch, and a Veiler would make these. Use Black Rose once and use Ancient Fairy once. Never got... I don't have Chaos Sorcerer anymore, so I guess I don't know why I put Arcanite Magician in there. Unless there's something I'm missing. This it's better than Stardust, in my opinion. Scrap Dragon, use that a couple times. Crimson Blader, use that against Mermails. Did I? Or against Lightsworn? Lightsworn player did I play yesterday? Whatever. Queen Dragon Jin, never got it once off yesterday, unfortunately. 2 Basil Trice, use this pretty often, but MVP of the day was obviously M7. I went into that 500,000 times. Gauntlet Launcher, pretty good. Strike Bouncer, really good against Harpies. And then Dracosec, not bad. That's it for the main extra inside. I'll go over my matches if I can remember them. Sorry if this is like discombobulated. I'm like kind of sick and I skipped school today, so I'm here making a video, and nothing will upload on YouTube right now, which is kind of frustrating for me. I don't know why. I got a top 8 deck profile of Edward Lee, who did Harpies. If the video won't work, then I'm actually just going to show his deck list on Dueling Network. Whatever. Round 1, I'll go over this. Round 1 I lost. I played Mermails. He was not really experienced with the deck, so he had to read, and he didn't really know cards. So he had to read all my cards about 6 times, and then he had to read all of his cards about 6 times. Like, he'd sit there for like 10 minutes and then be like, Abyss Pike. I'm like, what else were you going to do? It was kind of frustrating to lose in time by 100 life points. So, yeah, I had like 7 cards in my hand at the end. I just couldn't do enough damage. Round 2, I played against Battling Boxer. That's actually... It's a weird, stupid deck, but it's really, really easy for me because Caius and Ryza and Basil Trice and M7 all don't destroy, so Leduc is pretty useless. Round 3 was against... I'm going to edit that out. Round 3 was against Harpies, which is theoretically should have been one of my easier matchups because I man a lot of hand traps and I don't play back rows. So, like, I should have free reign to do whatever during their turn. Or during my turn. Icarus attack is kind of annoying, but, like, they can wombo combo, but then I'll just deal with whatever. They just can't kill me. Steric Party is really annoying. Round 7, that actually proved to be pretty annoying. I misplayed against Cordero, and he was able to... Not misplay, I made a bad judgment call, I should say. It's not a misplay. Cordero played very well, and I took a risk, and I did not... I was not rewarded. But anyway, round 4. Oh, yeah, round 4. So game 1, he goes first, and I'm just, like, chilling. Where's some 6 cards? I'm just chilling. 6 cards in my hand, and like this. This is what my opponent did. I activate Royal Tribute. And so I was just like, okay. Game 2, he was just like, and he was so smug about it the entire time, which bothered me. And then game 2, he was like, set Recruiter, set 3 back row. I thought it was a spy. Activate Necro Valley. I'm like, well, that's not so bad. And then activate Royal Tribute. It's like, okay, you win. So that was fun. Round 5. Holy crap. Round 5, I played Chaos Dragons. Now I remember that. Game 1, I didn't play any cards because I opened up like double Tyhone and like double Wiver Buster, and I was just like, your turn. Your turn. I Veilered a Tour Guide, so that was cool. Game 2, I just killed him. Game 3, Ryza. It's really nice using Ryza's effect twice to put Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon on top of the deck. And then he eventually just ran out of cards because he kept that was nice. I don't know. It kind of made me mad because I killed something with a Crimson Blader. Like I killed like a Lila or something. And he was like, oh, okay. So he said it right. And then, yeah. So I killed it with a right sorry, this is like a rant video. Killed one of his monsters, so he's kind of locked out for a turn, and then I attacked over his Raikou the next turn, and like before I was like, okay, what's your target? Obviously, he kills Crimson Blader instead of my like Insane Fire Ferret, and like I put in the graveyard, he's like, you know that you don't get the effect. I was like, yeah, I know I don't. And he was like, oh, I just want to make sure. I didn't know if you actually knew rulings or not. And then he messed up on like 4 rulings later in the match, and I was like, okay, cool. That's really weird to call it someone out. Anyway, it just frustrates me. Round 6, I played Evil Swarm. I killed an Ophion 10 times. I Rised the Ophion once, so that's why I say I killed it 10 times. That's a pretty hard matchup for me. But yeah, and I don't think he drew. Oh, he drew Pandemic once, so I guess like his Ophion pluses weren't so. He like used an Ophion basically every time, which was kind of annoying. Or got an effect off. He kept running into Fencing Fire Ferret, and he's like, "Can't believe you play that." And I'm like, "Well, I can't believe I play that." Round 7 was against Cordero. One game 1, game 2 I opened shit, and then game 3 it was the whole like we got a low resource situation, and he has a Drago sack, and I'm just like, I don't think I should put a Thestalos on the board because he had 1 card in hand, and I was like, I don't think that's really gonna be threatening. Turned out to be a Summoner Monk, and then he drew into a party, and then he just killed me from there. But I probably should have Thestalos it away. I was at really low life points, so I was trying to play defensively and not put anything in attack mode because I wanted to save my Light of Redemption in hand. Round 8 was against Mermail. 2-0'd them in about 4 seconds. I mean, no offense if you're 4-3 and you're playing Mermails, you kind of don't know what you're doing. So then I was 5-3. And then round 6 I played Black Wings. Destroyed 2 Item Prisoning Mirrors with Mobius. I didn't lose very many life points. But overall it was an okay tournament. I wasn't really happy with my performance, though, at the end of the day. Going 6-3 is a little less than what I am used to. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. It's probably going to be too long, but bye. Oh, also, I'm going to change this deck a lot. This is not let me just say this is not a good version. Yeah, I will not consider this a good version, and please don't copy this because you will lose all your matches.